Hello, hello everyone. Today is day 19 of the 21 days. And Priya, your request. I turned 50 last year and I feel like my year is over. I'm frustrated that I didn't get to experience it that way. um, I turned 60 June 1st this coming year. So I've got a few years on you. I'm 9 years ahead of you. Um, so I went through a stage in my 50s. I would say it was probably around 54 where I was feeling kind of like you were like, oh, whoa, like, the clock's ticking. All of a sudden, it really landed for me that I probably have a lot less time on the planet than I have more. I mean, I know, unless I live to be 100 and something. And now it'd have to be 120. So, yeah, like I've got less time on the planet than more. We also live in a youth obsessed culture that doesn't revere the process of aging, that doesn't allow for the wisdom that comes. And I would tell you this, I can't think of an age that I would go back to, just especially, I'd say from an emotional standpoint for sure. And I just heard, I should have posted in this group and I completely forgot to. Maria Shriver just had a little summit for 5 days with different speakers on it about aging. Radically Reframing Aging was the name of it. You might look that up because I'm sure you can probably buy the program. It was free for a few days. But she was the first one that I listened to was talking about like the whole retirement aspect, which I believe is a product of our culture. I mean, some of us are probably going to work most of our lives or the rest of our lives, and either by design or not. But I know my nature is more to be busy and to surrender to that nature in myself. And yeah, can I work to do things to slow down? Absolutely. But what I would tell you is that the idea of that's probably a great summit to try and go check out, but you probably have to buy it at this point. Radically Reframing Aging. And I thought about that myself, about doing something on the aging process as well. I mean, we see ways we get older physically, we know it. And I think about the wisdom that I've gained over the years and the ways I still lack wisdom that I'm still learning and growing. But neither here nor there. Let's just tap. So karate chop. Even though I'm aging and I'm getting up there, and I feel like my best years are behind me. And it totally sucks to feel this way. I choose to acknowledge my truth right now. Even though my best years are behind me. But what if they're not? What if it could be possible? I could see this in a different way. Even though my best years feel like they're over, they're behind me. But were my younger years really my best years? But what if I could see this differently now? Go to the eyebrow. Probably gonna hear a dog in the background. I am aging. I'm getting older. I have less time on the planet than more. And I feel like I've kind of wasted my life. That I haven't done the things I really wanted to do. And now I feel disappointed in myself. And I'm totally judging myself. And I've really lost hope. Because it sure feels like my best years are behind me. And I just want to honor that I feel this way. Give it a voice so that I can release this from my nervous system. And what if by doing so, I start to see things differently? And what if by releasing the stress I feel, sorry about that, about my best years being behind me. What if that creates the space and opening for something amazing to come? What if it's possible my best years can be ahead of me? What if I could be used for the highest good? What if maybe I'm just a late bloomer? But what if in being a late bloomer, I've actually needed to learn everything I'm learning to gain the experience and wisdom so that as I step forward into the rest of my life, I have amazing things to share. Wisdom and transformation. And it doesn't have to be on the big screen in a big way. What if I'm being used for the highest? And I can trust whatever the way that shows up is the way I'm meant to express for the highest good. And what if my work right now is just to keep releasing the stress around the belief that my best years are behind me? Because what if they're not? What if there's a whole world ahead of me in an amazing way that I can open up to, that will surprise me? What if I could just start affirming something amazing can happen through me today? Something amazing can happen to me today. And even if I don't believe it yet, what if it could be possible that I could believe it? And what if, as I continue to lower my stress around the belief that my best years are behind me, what if out of no how and no way, a way is shown to me that can surprise and delight me as to what my future can hold? And what if each step can get revealed? And I build momentum and belief that the best years are ahead of me. What if the best years can be ahead of me? And what if that's possible as I release the stress around the belief that they're not? And what if I start to feel excited and exhilarated about what is to come and how I feel about my life now and the wisdom I've gained and all that's good in and around me? I love that idea a lot. And it's okay if I don't believe it yet. So take a breath. So, the other thing I wanted to share is they were interviewing Jane Fonda, who's 82 now, I think, and they're like, Jane, how do you do everything you do? And she goes, I'm healthy. I've taken care of myself. And so she's, done that. And then I remember them talking to Clint Eastwood, who's 90 something now. And they're like, well, aren't you going to retire? And he goes, retire and do what? I love what I do. And you might be sitting there going, I don't love anything I do. I don't love my life. But what I see is the key is to keep working on the stress that you feel around the belief that your best years are behind you. And as you start to release that stress, what you're going to find is, oh, wow, I'm not feeling so stressed about it. Wow, I'm feeling a little less stressed. Oh my God, hope's starting to come in. And you want to practice being patient with the progress, because all of a sudden the day will come when you're like, whoa, I feel bright and good about my future. So I hope you found this helpful, and see you back here tomorrow with day 20. Bye for now.